Hello everyone, this is Toho here for another video. As you can see, I have my Bandai Creations 1954 figure right next to me, and my NECA 2014 Godzilla figure right next to me too, which there's a good reason for it. First and foremost, I would like to say this: I'm done making Naruto videos for quite a while. I will say this: I'm not shocked by about how the last did in Japan, because I heard that the Japanese fans were pretty pissed about the last two chapters anyway, so I'm not surprised. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Like I said, I'm done touching that subject for quite a while, so I'm gonna be focusing on other Japanese things. Well, I downloaded the Japanese demo for the Godzilla 60th Anniversary PS3 game. Fantastic game. I love playing the demo. Oh, I kept destroying crap. I kept blowing up buildings. I kept, like, I'm not going to be no hero. I'm going to raise hell. That's exactly what I did. And what's funny is, though, every time Mothra Larva popped up, because I didn't care who I fought. Every time she did this jumping attack at me, I would smack her down and just use atomic breath on her ass. It was fun. I'm definitely going to be picking up the English version. That's right. It has been announced that there will be a English release. I'm happy because I signed a petition for it to get released, so I'm glad I helped out with it. Can't wait to play it. I'm excited, very excited about it. Unfortunately, when it was revealed at the video game awards, there were people that's like, yeah, and then the guy was like, Godzilla coming to PS3 and PS4, pretty cool. I'm thinking, like, fuck you, mainstream gamers. you know, I haven't been a fan of Godzilla long, but I do feel very much at home in this fandom. It's a very welcoming fandom, which I like. You know, it didn't take me long to start talking about different kaiju and crap. You know, a lot of people probably think that I was a long time fan, but I pretty much said, you know, I just got into Godzilla this year, and I thought that it was going to be a phase, and it's not. I mean, heck, I have the first incarnation of Godzilla, and I have well, this was the latest incarnation of Godzilla, but since Toho has now announced that they'll be doing their own version, they'll be making another Godzilla movie, and they'll be shooting it next year from summer to autumn. Then I guess this isn't the newest Godzilla anymore. But still, I'm excited. A lot of Godzilla fans are excited. This figure still bothers me for how it is. Whatever. It's not like I play with it. Just the legs. Anyway, sorry about that. So, they have announced that they're going to be making a new Godzilla film. They're not sure if it's going to be a man in a suit or CGI yet. They're going to be talking about it. I'm hoping it's a man in the suit. I feel like they can still make that do well in a modern Godzilla, in a modern Japanese Godzilla film. It has worked before. They can still make it work. If they do it CGI, then I can see why, because it's probably a lot more easier. But if they do it suitimation, then all fans will be happy about it. Now, a lot of people have been saying the fan base. It seems to me that's kind of split. It's kind of split in like opinions, or that's probably just me. But there's a lot of people saying how, you know, why do they have to make their own Godzilla film again? Like, why can't they just and all this other crap. And I'm being like, I can understand why Toho wants to bring their Godzilla back. Not this Godzilla, but another incarnation of this Godzilla, the Toho Godzilla, the Japanese Godzilla. Which I don't know why I have to explain it. Sorry. I've been sick since like yesterday. I've been having a stomach flu. I'm feeling kind of better, but still kind of sitting there. So, anyways, I can see why they're wanting to do that. To make their Godzilla, because since 2014 has proved itself to Toho and all the Godzilla fans around the world, and even the non-Godzilla fans probably turned into actual Godzilla fans now, since they're now seeing that Godzilla is profitable again. They're seeing money symbols, so of course there's probably going to be some competition between the two. There's going to be some competition between the two now. We have Legendary and their Godzilla in a different universe, and then we have now Toho's newer Godzilla in their own universe. So it's going to be confusing. But then again, look at the Legend of Zelda. That's probably the most effed up timeline ever. It's like the first Legend of Zelda on the NES wasn't exactly the first game. Isn't exactly the first part of the story. It's actually Skyward Sword, really. And then you go down, and then I believe it's Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. It splits up into three different timelines. It's kind of funny how, in a way, the Shore arc went like this, and then just split it up into three different timelines. There's the Heisei, the Millennium, and then the Legendary, and now there's another Japanese timeline. And so pretty much, with all these, so pretty much like last year we got Pacific Rim, which was two Japanese culture, pop cultures stuck, slammed into one movie. Mechas and giant monsters. One more can get better than those two combining. And then this year we had Godzilla, which I'm going to be dubbing 2014 as The Return of the King. A lot of people may say that's ripping off Lord of the Rings, but it truly fits him because this was his return. A lot of people may say, but Final Wars didn't do as well as this movie did. A lot of people don't realize, but the main reason why they shelved Godzilla for it's called Final Wars, because that was going to be the final Godzilla movie for a while, because it wasn't doing them any. Godzilla wasn't profitable for them anymore. And now, since it is, Toho was seeing money symbols, which again, I can see why. It's like, in a way, okay, it's like Japan making their own Freddy Krueger and it doing so well around the world, and in a way Warner Brothers and New Line would feel like, wait a second, that's our guy, we'll show you how it's really done. Even though we liked what you did, we're not going to lose to you, because like I said, it's a business, it's a competition. They're probably going to be taking some pointers from this Godzilla and thinking, alright, let's see what we can do here with ours. Well, we got to bring back the big dorsal plates. We also got to make him use his atomic breath a little bit more. And we also got to have him destroy buildings. Challenge accepted. And I'm curious on what Gareth Edwards is going to say, because he's a big monster movie fan too. So it's going to be interesting to see what he says about it.
We're a country
mean, I expect them to say, you know, like some good things, like, you know, like, I'm glad that Toho is making another Godzilla movie so that the fans don't have to wait until my movie comes out. But it's kind of funny though. It's like 2013 or 2012, we got the first Pacific Rim. This year we got Godzilla 2014. Next, and also in Japan, they're getting the Godzilla PS3 game first, and then next year there's rumors going around of a new Gamera movie, and then we're getting the States and Europe are getting our PS3 Godzilla game, which I hope they don't change any of the sound effects, because in the trailer they made it to where it was Zilla's roar, but I saw the American trailer, it didn't have no Zilla roar, so it must have been just the Europe trailer, I guess. I'll watch both and see if I'm right or wrong. 2016, Toho Godzilla movie comes out. 2017, I believe it's either 2016, 2017, we'll be having the new King Kong movie and possibly another Toho Godzilla movie if they want to. 2018, we have Godzilla 2, the sequel to Godzilla 2014. And then whatever else that comes afterwards. I know that they're playing Godzilla 3. We just have to figure out when that is. Because I know that Gareth Edwards is not going to focus on the new Godzilla until he's done with Star Wars, which was, again, this whole right now era of movies of like action sci-fi cinema is really active. It's like almost like the 80s or yeah, pretty much like the 80s again, or maybe the 70s or the 60s or something, to where you have all these great action films like Marvel and DC are doing, and then we have, you know, the giant monsters, you know, the monster movies actually kind of, I'm hoping they're making a comeback. I think they are. And then there's and then there's you know, Star Wars coming out with, I believe they said like 5 new films, because there's 7, 8, and 9, and then there's the spin-off films. So this is a great era of movies. I, for one, will think it would be cool, like, all these horror companies think, I think it's time to bring back the slashers and show them how it's really done. So anything can happen right now, because right now there's going to be another Texas Chainsaw Massacre called just Leatherface and his teenagers. It better be bloody, and it better not be PG-13. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll be pissed. I don't want my Leatherface to turn back into that little bitchy next generation wannabe. And then there's going to be a new Friday the 13th next year, which I heard good things about it. It's going to be back in the 80s. It's going to have an 80s feel to it. I'm thinking, yes, an old school slasher flick, which is what we've been needing all these years. Which, I'm not saying I didn't like the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. I loved the look of Jason. I loved the whole theme of it. I loved how everything looked. I loved the girls in there, obviously. But at the same time, though, there was supposed to be a sequel to that. I know that they're going to, but they must have changed their minds, because that's what I know about horror movies. If a sequel is not produced in years afterwards, there's a chance that a reboot's going to happen on like H2O. Now, here's the thing. I would like to say this just in case a Halloween fan comes on here and says, "Why just like H2O? It's better than what Rob Zombie's done." I don't like H2O. I actually do enjoy it. The thing is, there's a lot of problems I have with the film, which is probably what people actually do agree with. One, they pretty much made it into a reboot. That's what it is. They retconned 4, 5, and 6, and all we know is that she faked her name, she faked her death, and she got a new name and she transferred. And there was no mention of Jamie Lloyd like there was supposed to be. see, what bugs me is that they didn't wait like 10 to, they didn't wait a lot of years to do that. If they did it like originally, like let's say like the Curse of Michael Myers was like the last Halloween film for a while, and then they come back and they say, know what, we're going to retcon 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to be bringing back the Laurie Strode character with Jamie Lee Curtis as the role. It'll be take place after the second movie. That's it. Then I would have been fine, but it doesn't make any sense. And I still think a sequel to the 2013 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake could still be good. Now, a lot of people may say, like I said, I know it's just from something else, but I want to get this out too. Now, here's the thing. I love every single Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, except for the fourth one. I do find some enjoyment in it now because I do like Matthew McConaughey's character he plays because he's crazy as hell. And there's some moment, I hate that movie because of how they portray Leatherface. If it wasn't a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, and they didn't have the overall, if they didn't have like Leatherface in it, then I think that movie probably would have still sucked, but it would have not have gotten the flashback like it was, like it has now. But I still feel like they could still take Thomas Hewitt and do some more with him. I mean, there's a chance in this movie, since it takes place before the original in their own timeline, because now it's going to be this movie called Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974, and then the 2013 Texas Chainsaw 3D. So pretty much, it's not Bubba Sawyer, it's not Junior Sawyer, and it's not Thomas Hewitt. It's Jedediah Sawyer now. Which here's the thing, I loved the 2013 one. I don't care what people say about it. I don't think there was anything wrong. The thing is though, is that maybe it was take place during the 90s. You know, we don't know that. We don't know what they did. And that's one of the things that that's one thing that made people go like, what the hell? Because here's the thing, that film could have been to take place in the 90s. But anyways, I don't want to keep recording. I don't want to get to the point where I'm just stuttering my words and not finding anything to say, so I have to say this. Welcome back, Toho. Kick some ass. I'm not going to say anything mean about Gareth Edwards because I loved the 2014 movie. I can't wait to see what play for banter that Gareth Edwards could do. I hope he says something like, "Good luck, Toho. I'm happy that you're doing it, but you better take some notes," or something like that. But like I said, I'm happy. This is the era of the nerds, kaiju films and Star Wars and superheroes. It's fucking awesome. So anyways, this is Kai Remdo here, and I'll see you all next time. I will probably be taking a little break from making videos. My next video will probably be after Christmas is over. I'm going to do my whole Christmas haul and what I got for Christmas and all that. I expect some more kaiju stuff, by the way. Peace out, guys, and happy holidays, and do not drink a lot of spiked eggnog. Peace out, guys.